What is the mermaid?
Yeah, that's a being living in the water. It seems also that's also interesting though. It seems that when someone is called to be a mermaid, like a real one, then they are pulled into the water and they stay there in the water for a couple of days. When the family is not crying and mourning about, but leave that, then that person will come back to the surface and is completely initiated in the mermaid. But it's when family is, when everyone becomes hysterical, that person won't return alive. But otherwise, that's the story. It will return alive with the knowledge they have been given, though that the time they were underwater.
Welcome to Elusis TV, where ancient wisdom meets modern awakening.
How did you get initiated into the Zimbabwean mermaid?
Now, I have to say why that happens. It's more like I was traveling with a friend of mine through Zimbabwe, and she was seeing that at that moment it was extremely drought, so all those rivers were empty, and constantly I was connecting with those rivers and say, "Look at that, it's horrible," and that can't be like that. And then we came on one stage, we came at a school, and then the story came talking about African mermaids. At the school, they had like a toilet, but a toilet was going to the river or into the pond, and one of the kids of that school got like a message from of a vision that the mermaid in that pool was not happy with that at all because it literally made the pool like dirty. So then they changed that and put it in other spots, and then everything stopped and everything was fine again. But we were standing there, my friend and an African Zimbabwean person and myself, and then we could see. I have pictures of it. You could see there were more people, but you could see that there was in front of us. This was a completely different view of the water because it literally did this my spot and her spot, and the other people were all nothing happened there. So my friend who is initiated in the mermaid herself, she said, "You need to come with me to Harare, and you have to meet the people who are a person who can see if the mermaids want you to be initiated in that." So we went there, and then this psychic person, she said, "Yeah, that the mermaids asking me to be initiated." So I then was initiated, and did all things, and you have to cook for everyone, and you have to do all those things to be initiated in the first place. And I did that, but in Africa, people know that there are mermaids way longer than a European or white people. And now they realizing that there are also mermaids because first it was just a fairy tale. Huh? And now they probably realizing that there is some, that they exist. But personally, I think the African mermaid was longer alive, kept alive, than the white one. Because they are, for them, the kids, it was a completely normal thing for the kids to talk about that also. And everyone knew, okay, yeah, but that's correct. I know that. I know that from experience. You can see it. The Sangomas who know way more about plants, and in the West we are so destroyed with that and banned. It's yeah. That's for me. That's for me a big message of to send into the world, that I personally think we should honor the African knowledge way more. If we probably would have done that, probably the world would have been a different place than where we are now. It's a big, big, big difference. And it's time that we start listening to them. I think we should listen to each other. That's my biggest message. Let's honor each other's knowledge and work together instead of thinking about superiority, because that's not correct. We are all equal.
Okay, so what knowledge do the people get when they get pulled under the water?
They get the knowledge about the water, about the water spirits, about the healing. That's what they get. And also what I learned when I was in Benin with the water, you have to be in the evening. In the evening, don't go and swim in the water, because the water spirits are cleaning the water. Is by going into the water, you're disturbing their work, literally. Yeah. So I also told there's not this pool in the evening, in the night, is not allowed anymore to swim in, because I don't want the beings to be disturbed.